Hello and welcome to the IPO review with me, Geetu Moza. And today we are going to talk about the initial public offering of Indian digital map provider MapMyIndia. The issue remains open from December 9th to December 13th, and the price band has been fixed at rupees 1,000 to 1,033 per share for its 1,040 crore public issue. MapMyIndia IPO is entirely an OFS. To talk on the IPO, I have with me Mr. Rakesh Verma, Chairman and Managing Director MapMyIndia, and Mr. Rohan Verma, Whole-time Director and CEO MapMyIndia. Welcome, Mr. Verma.
Thank you so much.
My first question is for Mr. Rakesh Verma. Tell us something about the business model that company follows and why an OFS at a time when there's a bit of nervousness in the markets.
Let me address the second one first. The nervousness. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Stock market, this is what is happening now is a very natural phenomena. Mm-hmm. I guess for the IPO and for MapMyIndia, we know what the business is, and people should know what our business is. We have been running this business for 25 years to reach this stage. The business, everybody has to understand that a highly profitable business, which we have built over a period of time, and with the technology that we have brought in, I guess the future to us looks very bright. Now, you can all look at the numbers and understand. Now, as far as what business model and the products we have, I will let Rohan speak on that. You might get a better flavor because it has a future thinking about it that he might share.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, our business model is actually quite simple, Geetu. We build digital maps, advanced digital maps. We also build advanced software as a service that serve many, many different use cases around, let's say, navigation or geospatial data analytics or IoT-based fleet management. And we provide APIs, application programming interfaces, that application developers can integrate now into their apps. Now, to automotive OEMs, we charge them per vehicle per year for the usage of our maps and technologies.
Okay.
To application developers, we charge them per API transaction for the usage of our APIs. And to other enterprise customers, we charge them a per use case per year and annuity in return for the usage of our maps and technologies. So essentially, as our automotive OEM customers or our fleet customers who are in the mobility, passenger or goods transport space, as their number of vehicles grow, our revenue grows with that. As our application developers customers, their application usage grows, and we are seeing the big B2C wave, our revenue grows. And finally, the more use cases people are able to use us for, meaning for location-based revenue opportunity identification, location-based workforce optimization or operational efficiency, for each use case, we get paid per year. This has resulted in a highly profitable business for the last many years, where our EBITDA margins in FY21 were 35%, and in the first half of FY22 are up to 46%. PAT margins in the FY21 were 30%, and in the first half of FY22 again is 44-45%. Contribution margins 82% in FY21 and 85% in first half of FY22. And finally, we have been generating a lot of cash. Cash flow from operations of 80 crores in FY21, and we're sitting on, as on September 30th, 2021, on about 380 crores of cash. So the company is well capitalized, highly profitable and growing. So hence we have structured this with the objective of going public so that we can access capital markets at the right time in different ways as our ambition grows and requirements grow, but also so that our current profile as a company grows. We have marquee enterprise customers as our names, and we can grow our business with them when they can rely on a publicly listed company where obviously there is a higher level of trust, transparency and credibility. So that's kind of the construct behind our business model and how we've structured our entry into the capital markets.
Rohan, the map service section of Map My India essentially includes three main segments. You have a digital maps market, you have map development and integration services market, then you have geospatial analytics. Which of these markets will continue to be the biggest contributor to the overall map service section for Map My India?
So see, underlying the digital map data is core to everything, because without data, without maps, you cannot integrate maps or you cannot do analytics. That's the power of the underlying data product and platform, where MapMyIndia is by far the leader for last 25 years, having created this unique digital asset, which is the most comprehensive and foundational data set for the entire country, covering 8,000 cities and towns, 6.3 million road kilometers, which is 98.5% of India's roads, all the villages, 6-7 lakh villages of India, and crores of places and addresses. Now, for us, the market opportunity is expanding because the usage of map data is also growing. More and more maps are getting integrated into various applications. So the map development and integration services are growing. And finally, the geospatial analytics sector, where people are able to leverage maps and integrated maps to do analytics, is also growing. So all three markets will grow. The sizes may vary depending on which subsegment will grow. And luckily, MapMyIndia is present in all three subsegments.
So which is the best one as far as the contribution? I mean, where do you expect the maximum contribution to come from?
Actually, you know, if you look at the contribution, really it is not different in any one of them. It's the same. And that's the beauty of our business model. Even if you look at from a customer perspective, whether it is an automotive on one side or consumer tech companies on the other side or enterprises on the third side, our contribution margin remains the same. And that's why we are absolutely indifferent to which segment keeps growing faster. We care for growth.
Okay. Mr. Verma, the next question is for you. The total market for Indian digital map services is expected to grow from $1.7 billion in 2019 to $4.2 billion in 2025, with a growth CAGR of 16.1%. How well is Map My India equipped for such a huge opportunity, and how well is it placed to deal with its competitors and competition?
I think I'll let Rohan answer that. He's used to.
Yeah. I mean, see, we are the unique company positioned as the most comprehensive digital map data product, as well as the platform technology around software and APIs, which are addressing a wide variety of industry verticals. So whether it's BFSI, telecom, e-commerce, fintech apps, automotive, four-wheeler, two-wheeler, electric vehicle, or the government public sector, which is on a digital transformation journey. And if you see MapMyIndia's order booking, in the last 3 years, it has grown 3.3 times from 141 crores in FY19 to 468 crores by FY21. So you see the inflection point that we have as the market opportunity is growing. And the reason why we are able to be the market leader, even as per Frost & Sullivan, is three simple things. One is our maps are more accurate, more reliable, more feature-rich and advanced, which is needed by B2B and B2B2C customers, rather than a simple consumer-level map that you might be seeing in some of the apps. The second is a wide variety of software and APIs that can service use cases across industry verticals. We have this most comprehensive suite of offerings. And the third is this mindset and capability to flexibly deploy or customize any level of the solution for the customer, because B2B and B2B2C customers each have some objective with which they require our maps or solutions. And by being able to customize in case they need it, it gives them that comfort that we'll walk the complete mile to deliver value to our customers. And this is how we are different than other companies or other organizations which compete with us in one way or the other. But overall, customers prefer MapMyIndia mostly because of these differentiators.
Mr. Verma, Rohan just shared the financials of the company with us. It's a net cash flow generating company. The PAT has been growing at a very aggressive rate, a CAGR of 33% for FY19, 2021. What should one expect now? Any target set?
Well, I'll put it this way. From a PAT or profitability or the contribution margin, the stage has been set over the last 20 years. And that which has created an entry barrier also, because it's not that easy for somebody to build that kind of a product and platform. Right. Having done that, there is no reason why we will not have a sustainable profit margin. Now, we want to leverage on that high operating leverage to keep increasing the top line, the revenue. I guess that would be our most interesting part of our business now going forward. The addressable market is very large. So if we are successful in capturing the higher revenue also, the bottom line is, I would say it will be automatic. It is in autopilot mode.
I'll just add one thing to what Mr. Verma said. He rightly put that we've taken 20-25 years to build a fantastic foundation. It's reflected in our financial track record recently. But the way we are seeing this market over the next 5 to 10 years and the ambition and long-term thinking that we have, we really are excited about what the 5-year to 10-year journey of MapmyIndia can look like. The short-term journey anyways people are seeing. But I hope people realize that this is something that might be fundamentally of a different scale in the next 5 to 10 years. That's what gives us the excitement, not just for the short term, but also for the long term.
Rohan, as far as your customers are concerned, as of March 31, 2021, you have customers, list is long, 2,000 enterprise customers since its inception. How do you see the number adding up going forward? And which vertical? I mean, which...
So yes, you name any industry vertical, the marquee names, the leaders in that space are our customers. So in automotive, be it MG Motors or Hyundai, but also all the other leading 4-wheeler, 2-wheeler, and even the new EV manufacturers are our customers. In the mobility sector, companies like Safe Express and Avis, but again, some of the largest goods and people transportation companies are our customers, including new age mobility companies like Yulu. On the consumer tech side, you are seeing companies like PhonePe and Flipkart as our customers. But again, many of the leading fintech, e-commerce, food delivery, social media apps are also our customers. Banks, financial services, insurance companies like HDFC Bank, telecom companies like Airtel, or public sector enterprises at population scale like Goods and Service Tax Network. But again, other leaders in those spaces also are there. What 2 things are very interesting about MapmyIndia. One is that we have, for each customer in each industry vertical, we can think of 10 to 12 different use cases where our same horizontal products and platforms can be used to benefit them. So there's a huge upsell opportunity and potential to grow our business within those existing customers. And also, as I alluded earlier, as their business grows, they sell more vehicles, their app gets used more, they digitally transform more. Actually, our revenues also grow. So we grow with the growth of our customers. That's the B2B2C or B2B kind of business of MapmyIndia. At the same time, many of their peers who may not yet be our customers are slowly also coming on board to MapmyIndia, because they're seeing how we are delivering value to their other customers. And so we have been acquiring many new customers in the last few years, and we continue to work towards that to acquire more customers and bring them into our basket and then grow with them, and grow with them over the time to come.
Mr. Verma, my question is for you. COVID crisis have really changed the world. Now, the key risk factors that you are watching out for that may impact the business maybe in coming future.
Well, COVID hit us in March, April 2020. Then again, it hit us in April this year. We had 3 months of lockdown last fiscal year. 1 month has been impacted this year. Well, the revenue growth has not stopped. In the automotive sector, because of the lockdown, yes, we were impacted. But in the other side of the business where the digital transformation and the consumer apps, I think that's growing at quite a fast pace. Yes, any kind of a serious pandemic is not welcome. Nobody likes it. It may have an impact on business, but our business still, with the diversification we have seen that the COVID didn't have a very big negative effect. It didn't have. So we are somewhere protected, diversified, and we hope that we should not have any issue on that.
Rohan, one last question. Any new product offering that you're working on?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, in every sector, innovation is core to MapmyIndia's journey. If you see the last 25 years, whether it's in maps or internet mapping technologies, or it's in automotive technology, or in geospatial sector, or APIs, you'll find MapmyIndia continuously enhancing its offerings. So on maps, what we have been doing is not just building 2D maps, but 3-dimensional maps updating in near real time using AI, analytics, and IoT, which we call 4-dimensional maps, and extremely high definition maps in high granularity, so that we essentially are building this digital map twin of the real world. Then we are taking on this sector of drones in a very interesting manner. That is a sector that's opened up very, very related to MapmyIndia. We are excited about that. On automotive, we are saying not just navigation, but connected vehicle telematics, connected services, ADAS safety, shared mobility, and electric mobility. And if you look at our API suite, we are giving building blocks to software developers to use interactive mapping or location tracking or analytics or workforce management kind of building blocks, so that they can integrate complex functionality very easily, and they can have that work at scale. I mean, similar to how with the COVID crisis, the CoWIN platform of Government of India, in just a few lines of code, could integrate MapmyIndia's platform, and crores of citizens, could benefit and can benefit from being able to find nearby vaccine centers and how to reach there using our MapmyIndia platform. So a lot of innovation continues to happen, and we're excited about the future.
Thank you, Mr. Verma. Thank you, Rohan, for your time, and we wish you all the best for your IPO.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Geetu.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all related documents carefully before investing.